Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Got it. 56 is the mic. Come on, D.
Throwing on first down. Copeland. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Draw play. Here's McAllister. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Copeland. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The numbers for Williams a week ago. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game. But you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll go down at the 28.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
2nd and 4. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Copeland. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. McAllister. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Ready. Get the oar. Watch the curl. It's 6 guys.
On 2nd down, McAllister. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Copeland. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Let's go. 10 logo.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Copeland. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. And his kick is indeed good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, you're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up a throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
Now a run with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Check 31. Check 31.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
No. Check out.
McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. O'Connell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. O'Connell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go, G. Here I come.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Williams, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw. Copeland. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play. And it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Redskins.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injury. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Copeland. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. O'Connell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket up?
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.